sister, now we're living together. We're roommates in law.
How we doing, Jamas?
Lar. Good. How
That
are
was
you?
my
British?
Australian.
Oh, Australia. Yeah, that's not British.
Lar.
No.
Roommates in lar. It's not bad. No, you were going full British there.
I can't do. Can I do Australian?
I really can't do any accent at all. It all comes out British.
Yeah, me too.
It's all.
Could you do Irish?
No. Good day, mate.
That was Australian.
That was Australian. Shit.
I think it's like
Me lucky charm. Something. Yeah.
Me lucky charms.
That's all I got.
What do they say? They say crack.
Crack.
Yeah, they say like what's the crack?
What's the crack?
Yeah, that means like what's up.
Oh, I've never
What's
heard
the crack?
that. I don't think I know many Irishmen.
Oh, that's all I think of.
Well,
with Irish.
that's a leprechaun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you said me lucky charms.
Well, that was
Which was
mine's a little
leprechaun
more
pilot.
on the nose.
Pirate.
By the way, we're not roommates.
Not even in-laws. Is this too loud?
I mean, it's kind of blowing my eardrums out, but
really
I wasn't going to
loud.
say anything.
Let's see here. But we are good friends.
Good pals. Some would even.
A couple loud good friends. There we go.
Okay, now we're maybe a little louder.
Is this good? We can go a little louder. All right. How's this for everyone listening?
Okay.
Is this a pretty electric start?
I mean, we're off to a pretty heater of a start
Pretty
here,
good,
Tomas.
pretty good
Back
so
in
far.
Bleecker Street Studios. Can I get a cheers on that?
Cheers.
I've been
Cheers to you.
supplying Tom with sake these other times, and he finally brought a bottle of white this time.
I don't know why I was feeling white wine. Well, I was kind of like, I don't really want to drink tonight. So
you got a bottle of white.
wine. Yeah.
I'm not trying to drink tonight. I'm just going to house a bottle
I'm just
of
gonna
wine.
drink most of a bottle of wine.
I can't do the white wine until, that's the summertime sav. What do we got over there? Are we drinking Savvy B or what?
That is a summertime sav.
See, I got to save it when the sun's out.
Yeah, I can do sav year round because I
okay.
live in LA, which is the city of sunshine.
I don't know if it's the city of angels.
No,
actually.
it's actually, you wouldn't know. That's what everyone else around the world calls it, but
the real Los Angelinas.
Yes.
That's what it's kind of. You have to. Do they have like a secret handshake?
yeah, it's a middle finger.
Yeah. It's just I'm going to use you for as much as I can get out of you,
The
and
secret
then never speak to you again.
is what do you do for a living?
Yeah.
And then it can go one of two ways.
And then they look you up on Instagram and they go, "Oh, I don't care."
Nope. They just walk away, and I go, and then I just turn to my mom who's visiting. I go, that's a secret handshake.
So LA.
That's for us Los Angeles.
What do you think about that one, Mom? She's like, I think this is an evil city.
I think you
you're
should
in.
move.
Yeah, I think
this
everyone
is
here
tough.
has a demon in their heart.
And I believe that to be true.
Have you seen anything dark in LA other than just like your run of the mill scumbag?
Not really.
Well, yeah, I mean it's not like
we don't-
Illuminati shit, but like, have you ever seen somebody where you're like, boy, that's a real devil right there.
Nah, I mean, every once in a while you catch someone drinking a baby's blood, and that's the worst I've seen.
Well, those are the newbies. Most of the people rub the blood directly on their face because it helps with aging.
Yeah, yeah. It's just hard. Because I wanted to start doing that. It's just hard to kill the actual baby.
See, I don't have a problem with that. I don't like extracting the blood. I'm not like I get squirt. I'm a little squeamish.
Yeah, you don't like the needles.
I don't mind like holding it down in the tub though.
No. I don't mind the dying breaths. It's the blood that.
Yeah. When they're fighting for their lives, I'm like, look at you trying your best.
I'm gonna look so good.
You're just so weak.
Yeah.
But then it's like, I gotta get the blood out of this thing.
Yeah, that's tough.
It's a
So
tough
that's
look.
what the Los Angeles. That's what they're dealing with out there because they're all doing the blood, the baby blood.
That's how everybody looks so good.
I haven't because we've been in entertainment industry for a while now, and. You see the same gross behavior just out there. I think it's at higher stakes.
Well, the stakes are higher.
Yeah, but it's the same, like looking over your shoulder.
Same
for
shit.
Someone more important to talk to.
Right.
You see that like a lot, not metaphorically.
Well, yeah, no.
Like
They're literally
at the
like
comedy store, if you're having a conversation with someone that you don't know that well, they are literally scanning the room at all times.
Now, is it because these people are like, ooh, I might see somebody cool?
I think that's why it's so obvious there is because like if you do scan the room, like there's a chance you might see David Spade or something,
Because that's like the other night at the stand, I'm like, oh, there's a comic I really love. Oh, there's another comic that's shit, there's that
so
guy.
It's not necessarily gross. It's like sometimes it's just like, oh, I actually am seeing some of my heroes
Right. Because I guess it would be gross if they were like, great, thanks, Bill, and walked away
and tried to talk to
and
them.
tried to suck off whoever that guy was.
Yeah, that's
or
true.
gal.
Or girl. Yeah. Or gal.
Whoever.
Godot. Could be her.
Gal Gadot?
Yeah.
I bet she's got a decent 10.
Yeah.
She could beat the shit out of me with her bare hands.
Oh, yeah.
Even before the Wonder Woman thing.
Well, yeah, I don't think she actually got those powers.
Well, no, I mean, like, she probably had to train a lot. She'd probably be in the gym a decent amount.
For sure, I bet
she
she
can't
was.
show up out of shape.
But there's no way they casted her and she like wasn't pretty jacked.
That's what I'm saying. She has to be already kind of a raw athlete. Because what is
She's
she?
got a good run. I hate when actors have a bad run in a movie.
Can you give me an example? Because I'm dying to agree with this.
Yeah. Now I don't have a good example.
You ever seen them pan out on somebody and they have the bad legs? They have the legs that they go. They like the knees
like
touch.
They bow,
but the wrong way.
Oh, like pigeon feet.
Kind of, yeah. They're a little pigeon-toed. You ever seen that in an old number? You ever seen the movie Sicario?
No,
Of course not. So there's an actor in there.
heard of
You've seen it. He was the same guy that was in Get Out.
which guy?
The black guy.
Oh, well, there's a lot of people in Get Out.
Well, I mean, the main guy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Bad
What's
legs.
his name again?
I don't know.
Oh.
Good
Yeah.
actor.
Oh, interesting. He wasn't the main runner in Get Out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If they would have done I feel like somebody would have gotten fired.
Yeah, they're like,
if he
"You
was
can't
running
show
and
it."
they'd have gotten
Yeah.
a full shot of that guy.
Because you've seen it. Well, I feel like early 2000 sports movies, there would always be someone that I'm like, see that's just not an athlete.
Right. Well, you can tell when they like try to shoot a basketball, throw a football.
Oh yeah.
Why? Who is allowing
The
this?
basketball can really expose some.
It's fucking
It's
crazy.
like, did you not have a driveway growing
You
up?
never shot a couple of. I mean, these are theater kids though.
Yeah, but I was a theater kid. I got a decent jumper on me.
Well, you're not starring in a $200 million blockbuster film, Tom.
Yet.
Yet.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, he's got a great run, and everybody knows it. Tom Cruise, good run.
Oh, great run.
Really good run.
Does his own stunts. I bet you didn't know that.
I did. He fucking hung off of that plane in Mission Impossible 11 or whatever it
seen
was.
That behind the scenes footage.
Yeah,
so
saw
many
it on
times.
TikTok.
Yeah,
And I was like, damn, shout out T. Crew.
Shout out.
That's what we
TC.
call him.
He does a lot. Yeah, out in Los Angeles, we the secret handshake with Tom Cruise is to do a live action stunt.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it is with him as you do share baby's blood.
Oh yeah, for sure. Have
Yeah.
you seen how good he looks?
Or Mrs. Miscavige's blood. Have you heard of that?
Whom's that?
Well, so he's a big guy in Scientology. The Miscavige guy is the main guy. That's his last name, Miscavige. His wife, been missing for like 2 years.
So she's definitely dead.
100% dead.
Yeah.
And just no one gives a fuck. Nobody cares.
He's eating her.
Shelly Miscavige, if you guys see her, say something.
If you see something, say something.
Because I don't think she's in great shape.
So roommates, I mean, first priority, listen to the pod. Second priority, share the pod. Third priority, come see a show sometime. Fourth priority, keep your eyes peeled.
I mean, where is Shelly? Shelly
For Shelly Miscavige,
Miscavige.
a brutal last name.
It's not great. And the little guy, I forget what his name is. He's about 5'2", and that's a real demon of a man.
He's the head honcho of the Scientology.
Looks like a night terror. Like if you woke up, but he's 5'2", so he would have to be several inches taller. But very scary face.
You know who's shorter than I believed?
I think I already know, but who?
Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe.
I got to very briefly meet him last night.
Interesting. Let's segue right into this.
Yeah.
Tom, where did you meet Willem Dafoe?
I last night got to go with Kelsey Cook when she recorded the Tonight Show, hosted by Jimmy Fallon.
Yep. Former SNL star.
Is that how he got his name?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he started on SNL.
for him.
Saturday Night Live. That's here.
That's here in New York City as well. God,
Yep.
so much happens here.
Isn't that crazy?
There's so much going on in New York.
Well, because for the longest time, I thought, wow, they just plucked a really charismatic guy like out of an office somewhere.
yeah.
Turns out this guy's been performing comedy for years.
And that's why he's so good. That's why
Yes.
he's so quick on his feet. I just thought he was the Office funny guy somewhere. And
no.
like at NBC, like he was just like an intern.
Well, I got into a big argument with people about this.
Why?
Well, because everyone was telling me, like, no, this guy's been doing comedy for 25 years. And I was like, I don't think so.
He can't be. He seems too next door neighbory.
Yes. Too likable, too normal.
Yeah.
I thought he was like, like a civil engineer
Yeah.
with like kind of a wily eye.
And you know what they say? If you have the brains and the personality, that's straight to the corner office.
Put him on TV.
Or in this case, hosting the Tonight Show every night.
So I got proved very wrong in that argument.
Yeah. I wish I talked to you about this before I got to meet, because I got to meet James Fallon as well.
Who's James?
That's Jimbo.
Who's Jimbo?
Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the same guy we were just talking about.
Now, okay.
You're putting
I think
it together.
James, that's how James is what he went by before.
Yeah, when you knew him. But then he went through a Jimbo phase, which I was like, I think you should move on from this phase. But everyone explores it.
Yeah.
You know?
He was doing a lot more in the South when he was Jimbo.
Yeah, it makes more sense.
Yeah.
He actually went by Gumbo back then. Gumbo Fallon. He's headlining Bogalusa.
I believe it was
Louisiana.
Jimmy Gumbo, actually. That's kind of a fun name.
That's a good name.
That's a really fun name.
That'd be a good, like a high school linebacker.
Yeah, dude. Did you see Jimmy Gumbo last night? He got like 8 tackles.
He's putting up numbies.
I mean, this guy's going crazy. He's
Gumby's
definitely
putting up numbies.
He just fully committed to University of Lafayette.
Oh, absolutely.
Fucking crazy. All right, so we're back. We're at the
Anyways.
Tonight Show. Tom's at the Tonight Show. He's in the green room. He's eating carrots.
It was it was fun. And got to meet the man himself. He came back and said what's up. Fallon
Was he
at,
too cool? Was he like, hey, what's up?
Fallon?
Yeah.
No, he's so good at being like a host.
Sure.
Like he turns it on. And he's greeting all the guests on the show. He's not greeting me. He's greeting Kelsey. But it's me and Kelsey's boyfriend Chad Daniels and me and Kelsey standing in the room.
Right.
And he comes in and he goes right to her and it's like someone prepped him probably, but he's so good at it. He's like, Kelsey, so excited to have you back. You're the best. Congrats on the special coming out next week. That's gonna be awesome.
I mean, the man
Glad you're
is
doing
a
it on-
professional schmooze.
Yeah, and he's doing the thing like, glad you're doing it on YouTube. That's the move these days. It's gonna get so many views. You're gonna sell so many tickets. People are gonna love it. You're the best.
Because there is a bean counter on the 60-yard walk to the thing going, okay, so she's got a special coming out. She's
Yes.
putting it on YouTube.
And he takes it,
And he's just like, bada boom.
but it comes out as so genuine.
yeah, it's pretty, I mean, that's a talent.
Oh yeah,
That is a
there's
talent.
and like everyone, he's so charming. Like
Is he tall?
no,
No.
I mean yes, he's my height.
So no.
So yes. I was like, fuck. I wish I hadn't said no just 2 seconds ago.
I thought, I mean, that
bet
camera
he's-
adds 4 inches.
I bet he's maybe 6 feet, but 5'11", 5'10".
Okay, that's kind of what I thought.
Yeah.
You're not 6 feet.
I'm 5'10" and a half.
Okay, well, let's just keep it moving. So he's a charming
5'10"
man.
and a half,
He's a-
dude. Rewind.
So he's hitting
I'm
the charm
not-
button pretty hard.
We're the same height, and he's 5'10" and a half. He's hitting the charm button. Well, it's so quick, but it was cool. He comes right in, and she's like, "This is my opener, Tommy."
Now,
This
here's
is
a
my
question.
boyfriend,
Question here. Is he fully dressed, or does he still have, like, the paper in his, collar, so, like, the makeup doesn't get all over his
No,
shirt?
he's got the suit on.
Suit's on.
His suit's on. He's suited up.
Was kind of hoping the paper would be in there.
Well, yeah. Earlier, I saw him like from backstage, like saw him and he was just rocking like a casual button down, unbuttoned, and I was like, "That's cool.
That's so Jimmy.
Hell yeah, dude! You didn't even put on your suit before you got here.
Fucking love that.
Fuck yeah."
Suit stays. Suit stays at the office.
I was like, "Yeah, but when do you?" He doesn't do his own laundry. It crossed my mind at one point.
He doesn't even know the
I was
word
like,
laundry.
"Yeah, is the suit just disgusting?
Like, come on, Jim.
You
You're gonna smell like
You
shit.
can't wear that every night,
Jesus
dude. I was
Christ.
in theater in high school.
Yeah.
Those costumes get gross quick.
Excuse me, Jimothy. You're gonna need to run this thing through a fucking washing
Do
machine.
you want me to run it to the dry cleaners or something?
Okay, so Jimothy's in there. He's saying hello.
Yeah.
Does he know Chad Daniels?
I don't. I think he knew he was a comic, but he didn't.
That
give
blows
me and,
my mind.
He didn't give me and Chad a ton of because to us, like Chad is a very famous.
Blows
person.
my mind.
Yeah. So he said hi very genuinely to both of us.
Sure.
But it was mostly just on Kelsey.
As it should be.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean-
so we're kind of like I'm kind of hiding behind the door if I'm being honest, and Chad's kind of in the corner.
Right.
And then it was quick, and then he got out of there, and then she did the set, and it ripped.
Yeah.
It was great. It was very fun to see. It's very. I mean, it looks like this is so dumb to say, but it looks like the set of 30 Rock because that's where it is.
Well, it is the set.
Well, but it's like 30
Looks
Rock.
like the
was
set of the
obviously-
Tonight Show
It
out
was,
there.
it was like a recreated, the 30 Rock set. was
Oh, it's like
recreated.
kind of like they remade the Seinfeld thing, and you get to walk through it.
That's what it
that
felt
kind of
like.
feel. Yeah, yeah.
I was
yeah.
like, you guys are kind of doing 30 Rock.
It's
in
like,
here.
okay. I mean, you're kind of lifting this famous TV show that was based in this building. Okay, so what else we got? I mean, we're at the Tonight Show. Who else is on the show? Who else you rubbing elbows with?
Marlon Wayans, who I said what's up to very briefly. Boy, did he not care to stop and say hello.
Boy, why on earth would he?
Yeah, because I have a couple. I mean, I've had a couple crowd work clips kind of pop online.
I doubt Marlon's going, well, wait a second.
Yeah, he's probably doing
That's
that.
the guy that swatted the fly that one time.
Yeah, and that one bombed. I'm like, dude, thank you so much for bringing that one up. That was kind of my favorite. I didn't swat it.
Dude,
I caught
now
it.
that would have been a real charmer if fucking Jimmy Fallon would have looked over at you and been like, by the way, the fly one, that one should have popped.
That one should have gotten more love.
You
than
would have
it did.
literally popped in your little pantalones.
I would come, shit, peed
Everywhere. It would all would have come out. It's crazy how many fluids there are inside of your body at any given moment.
Oh man.
You could shit, poop,
Throw
pee, throw up, cry,
Yeah.
get a runny nose.
Cry is an underrated bodily fluid. No one really thinks about that.
Kind of an underrated bodily function.
Yeah, it's amazing what we do. I cried a little bit today.
Why?
I saw a Broadway musical. I cried.
Yeah, okay,
I cry at every Broadway musical.
Brother, I've been there before.
It's just they just know how to do it.
There's just something magical. It's loud. You're fully engrossed. They're very talented.
They're so talented. I think that's why I'm like.
It's
people-
overwhelming.
These people are like living their dream in the most beautiful way.
It's very overwhelming.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're at the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
Who else is on?
Willem Dafoe. Who has
Tiny Little William.
Who has the joke that's like Willem Dafoe?
No clue.
Willem Dafoe. Fuck. It's a very funny joke. It's like I'm not.
It's just how the names don't match up. We had a girl like that in middle school. Her name was Danielle Bub.
Danielle Bub.
Mm-hmm.
Bub.
Mm-hmm.
B-U-B.
Mm-hmm.
That's gotta change.
So that was the whole thing. Danielle Bub.
What's up, Bub?
Kind of fun.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Similar thing.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe.
Okay,
I
so
forget what the joke
Willem's,
is.
he's running around looking for
Well, he
what?
walked by our green room.
Pot of gold or
and
something?
I was like, who the fuck is that tiny
Whoa!
guy?
That guy was fast.
And Chad was like, hey, that's Willem Dafoe. Shut the fuck up. Well, I was like, he's really short. And I said it kind of loud. And he was like, hey, calm down.
IMDb says 5'9". That makes me think 5.
He's like 5'6", 5'7".
Because, like, look, I mean, and in the high school fucking directory for basketball, I was 6'3".
You were not. You listed yourself at 6'3"?
No. You never list yourself. They do it themselves.
Well, who decided that you were 7 inches taller than you are?
This is every single high school that everyone is 6'7", and then they walk on the court, and you're like, I mean, you're 6 foot for sure.
You're 5'11".
So, I mean, that's high school basketball. What do you think Hollywood's up to?
Yeah.
This man might be 5'2".
He might not be over 5 feet.
I kind of love that. I always envision this guy. This guy's Green Lantern.
No,
He's on a
Green
hoverboard.
Goblin.
He's Green Goblin. He's on a hoverboard.
Well, it was weird hearing his voice. I heard his voice like without seeing him for a second when
And
he
you
was
were like,
in his green room.
Defoe?
Yeah, well, it's just so
Recognizable.
distinct. Yeah. And it's like, well, that's the old fish from Finding Nemo.
Yeah, that's Willie D.
Yeah.
And then, okay, any interaction with Defoe?
Just said hi very briefly.
So, Deneau?
Shook my hand. No. Yeah, Willem Deneau. Mackle
Willem
more,
did
more-
not 5'9".
More like Mackle less interactions with fans.
Let's go. There we go.
Because he was on the show too, and I am not a Macklemore fan. I liked one of his albums, The Heist. I used to listen to it in college on walks to class. So it has a little special place. And I was excited to maybe meet him, and I did not. He was not really sticking around to meet people.
Well, I mean, so obviously he was the musical guest, correct?
Correct. Yeah. Good instinct.
Well, hey, Tom, musical people, I believe they're called musicians, also go on the show. Mm-hmm. Maybe he was doing a new project. Maybe he was branching out into acting.
He was a seated guest first.
See, you prick. That's exactly what I was asking.
Yeah, he actually isn't. He wasn't the musical.
He was
guest
on the
last
panel.
night. He was on the panel.
Who was the musical guest?
And then, well, I think they air. I think so that he recorded a song too. He performed a song, but I think that airs like tomorrow. So I think we had a different musical guest too.
Okay,
but they didn't do it live.
But he's hitting the panel button.
He hit the pan.
Did you watch that?
Watched part of it. Then Kelsey was getting ready, so then we went up. But
I mean, is she saying like, "Hey, I need
was
like"?
not getting pops. I'll tell you that.
Well, he's not funny.
But it's a comedy show. Like, I mean, fucking Willem's up there getting pops on some stinky poo.
Well, I mean, he's a charmer.
His
People
like
like him.
pre-written thing though, like they definitely go up there with a bit.
Sure.
And it was like all about how he has a mustache now. But it's like Willem Dafoe is a weird enough guy that it's like a mustache isn't the weird.
People
thing.
are like, "Holy shit!"
It's like you're an iconic actor. A mustache isn't like Jesus
Dafoe?
Christ, dude.
With a mustache, and he's also like a really weird character actor.
Super weird guy.
It's not like,
So
can
he's
you
like,
believe?
now I have this crazy mustache. And people
It's like,
are
no. You have a crazy face.
You're just insane, and
Everything
your
about you
teeth are
seems
horrible.
scary and insane.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's getting pops with zilch. Macklemore's just getting zilch
Marlon
with.
is getting a ton of pops.
Well, yeah.
He's a Wayans. He's going nuts.
They're funny.
He had a fun bit. He invited Jimmy to do the Daily Show while he was on, because he's guest hosting the Daily Show. And so his whole thing was based on just trying to get Jimmy to do a different show.
Fun.
Which is a fun bit.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoever came up with that, that's a good bit.
Kind of an inception
Maybe
of,
you work with the mustache guy next time.
Yeah,
Give him
maybe
some
give
pointers.
him. Well, no, toss some love to Macklemore.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this guy stinks.
Well, his whole topic was how he broke his sobriety during the pandemic. So I guess it wasn't.
I mean, who approved this topic?
It was not cute.
Well, I fell off the wagon again, Jimmy.
That was kind of it.
Jesus.
Yeah. But then his journey back to sobriety.
Oh, so it was a lot of like, ooh,
Yeah, it was
good
just
job,
claps.
Macklemore.
No pops.
A lot of poppers, though. What's his problem? Is he a boozer?
I think his booze hound, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the album The Heist, a lot of it was about.
It was just I'm drunk as shit all the time.
No, it was a lot of getting sober songs.
Oh, right. He's still rocking that stupid ass haircut.
No, he's got just like a normal buzz cut.
There
Little
we go.
dye in it though.
What's the outfit looking like? I would imagine Defoe, suit, no tie.
You spot on.
Nailed that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kelsey obviously looks nice. I would guess like some sort of like not a onesie, but like a dress that connects the whole way.
A dress?
Yeah, I guess it's just called a dress.
You mean a romper?
No, not a romper.
well, that's what
but,
she was wearing.
But not like a skirt and then a shirt.
Oh no. It was like a
Blue?
panted light blue. You probably saw it.
How would I have seen it?
Posted her on my Instagram story.
Oh, I did not see that.
Or you did, and subconsciously you're like, I got a good hunch it was a blue all one piece.
Well, I didn't see Defoe.
Oh, true.
Nailed Defoe.
All right, so what do you got
So-
for Marlon Wayans?
Marlon, well, what was he doing on the show?
Panel.
I got to go a similar get up as Defoe.
Hey, I'm recognizing a pattern here. You could probably go 3 for 3 here.
There's no way. I mean, Macklemore, I'm still envisioning like a mink coat.
some tags.
Yeah, has he got a mink coat on?
No, he was wearing like some sort of flashy, maybe leather or like snakeskin
Yeah,
blazer.
see that. I knew it was going to be annoying. I didn't know what brand.
It was Gucci though. He did say that.
It's so funny that he's up there in the most ridiculous outfit of all time, and he's like, "Yeah, I've been having a real tough time recently."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Hey, maybe pay a therapist instead of buying Gucci loafers."
I think he probably can also afford a therapist.
I don't know. I mean, is he still a big guy?
I think he's got like insanely dedicated fans.
All white.
For sure.
Absolutely all white.
Oh yeah.
You go to a Macklemore concert, there is nothing but just white dudes that loved him in college.
It could have, yeah.
And they have really
it's
hard
me if I
arguments
didn't
of like
find
why
anything
he's a
else.
great lyricist and people don't understand him.
He's actually an underrated. Like people always think, like white rapper. Oh yeah, you go Eminem. Guess what? I would put Macklemore up there.
Hey, guess what? You could also go with somebody way worse.
Yeah. What if he did that, like Logic or G-Eazy?
Oh boy! Now G-Eazy is somebody that is a disgrace
He really
to
is
white
brutal.
people and rap music.
And, yeah, he somehow disgraces all races.
He's the worst. I hate that guy. He does have one song that I'm like, this is decent, but when he starts rapping, I'm
The
like,
fuck with me and get some money.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's not
fun.
bad because it's an ASAP Rocky beat.
there we go. I was just about to say the beat, fun.
It's the exact same beat as. I mean, there's literally an ASAP song. It's the exact same.
I mean, G-Eazy's unforgivable.
He's so bad.
It's so
Also,
bad.
the name G-Eazy.
I don't know. I feel like he could have made G-Eazy work if he was talented. I don't feel like people. If you're good with rappers, I don't feel like people
That's
really
true.
give
There's
a
no
shit.
rap names that are just like awesome.
Yeah.
Standalone.
Yeah.
If Lil Wayne was a shitty white rapper,
Everyone
it
would
would
be like, this
it
is
would
the biggest
suck.
loser of all time.
Yeah.
But I mean, G-Eazy, he's got one line that I almost throw my headphones every time I hear it.
Why do you listen to it so often?
Because he does have a few bangers.
You're like, G-Eazy is my least favorite person in my top 5 artists.
This is why I don't share my Spotify Wrapped any year, because number one is G-Eazy.
Oh, dude, mine was like exceptionally white this year.
Mine is embarrassing every year.
Mine was Drake,
Yeah.
and then, Bleachers,
Okay.
the Avett Brothers,
Sure.
Phoebe Bridgers,
Wow.
and Jack Harlow.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hurts. I can't even remember what mine was, but like I do get a thing from Spotify where they're like, "Hey man, you don't need to listen to Drake this often."
No.
They're like, you're in the top 0.00001% of
Like your
listeners.
name got sent directly to Drake, and he was like,
Well, no, like my name gets sent to his security detail because
With
they're
your
like, hey, look, this guy
headshot.
might show up at any concert and try to kill you.
Here's his goofy headshot he took with sunglasses last
God damn it. I mean, Tom, you keep getting cute with that little thing. I'm sending out your piano video. I mean, I have it.
I don't send that picture anymore. Other people do now.
Well, who was responsible for it in the first place,
I'm like,
Tom?
hey, listen, I have nothing to do with this. I am the
You're the culprit.
Manscavage. What's his name?
Miscavige. You miscaviged me.
I miscavaged you.
I mean, it gets sent to the chat more than anything that I'm able to handle, and I'm just sitting on
Will
a
you
gym
explain to the
here.
good people what you're talking about?
Oh, God. I got headshots.
I have that headshot that gets sent too. It's the same.
Which one?
I'm like going like this or something.
I've never seen this.
It's been in the chat
What?
multiple times.
Send it again.
Greg sends it.
How does Greg have all these photos?
Someone put it on Facebook. The photographer who took him put the whole album on Facebook.
What a fucking dick.
I was like, come on, dude.
That is not okay.
Yeah, he was, I mean, I know this same case with your cheesy sunglasses one. Whose idea was the picture?
I'll give you one guess, Tom. It was not me.
You were like, what if I did one goofy one?
What if? And he was
There's
like,
one thing
nah,
I
don't
know
worry
you
about it.
hate.
Let's just like have fun because sometimes they turn out great. And I was like, I want to kill myself if I take this photo. And he's like, it doesn't matter. You don't have to pick it. Let's just see if it's good. I'm like, okay.
It'll never
and now
surface.
it is like a staple in our group chat.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's really tough.
It's maybe we'll include it. We'll put it up on the YouTube.
No.
All right, we won't.
It's such a brutally douchey photo.
I have one where I have sunglasses on top of my head and I'm popping my collar. And that one
I do know that one.
That one got out in our when I was in improv. Someone found that on Facebook, and then everyone as a bit for our team photo, everyone did it.
Kind of a
Everyone
good
took
bit.
that headshot. It's kind of a fun.
Kind of a fun bit.
Yeah.
I mean, these headshot people, they could be extorting celebrities for millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Because these photos are like humiliating.
They're so embarrassing.
Because you're already showing up like, I hate myself for
I
this.
hate doing pictures. This is an hour where it's only me.
Well, it's like, it's such a self-indulgent thing. You're like, I paid $400
Yeah.
to get a bunch of photos of me.
And like, I don't have that many use cases for them right now. Theoretically, I should need a headshot a lot right now. Not
so
all
much.
the time.
Not so much.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you do need to have
People
one for
ask
like
you
the
for headshots a lot, but
you do need to have them. But God,
They
I
can
need to
be
get like a
embarrassing.
comedy headshot, not where I'm like being a goofball, but like one that's like a little realer. Yeah. Oh boy, no, I'm gonna take the
hold-
cord, and I'm gonna wrap it around my neck.
yeah, do that, or use the microphone as a gun, or like a baseball bat,
Or like
or your dick. Oh, if the
Or my
microphone
dick.
is your dick,
Or just one like this, where it's like kind of serious. And you're like,
they can't hear you. You're
it's just more of a. It was a visual bit. This is for the
Okay,
YouTube
this is
listeners.
big for YouTube. Hey, get on the YouTube,
Oops, sorry.
please.
But I
Your
just
foot is so up here.
Tom. I mean, I'm crammed. You put the computer in my fucking front pocket.
Hey, sorry, you have a short headphone cord.
God damn it! I never remember this
You
being
can put
an
the
issue.
foot back up. I don't care.
I'll put it the opposite way. How about
Oh,
that?
there
You
we
fucking
go.
diva. You meet Willem Dafoe in passing once,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, my big ass fucking New Balance
I didn't realize
can't
I
be in your
fucking
face.
towered over him. It gave me a lot of confidence. I was like, "This is the Green Goblin."
You're like, oh hey, oh, shit, thought you'd been a little bigger. Interesting. Tell you what, a lot of actors, just small people.
Yeah.
Wonder why that is. You think maybe because they never even attempted to pursue athletics, so they went into the theater very young?
That could be a theory.
I think that's something.
I don't know that they didn't attempt to pursue athletics. They just
well, maybe
probably
just
failed.
It just hit them way earlier. Like, oh, this is just not going to
I'm
happen.
so short.
And I guess because maybe if they're 5'6", 5'7", they didn't come from any like large stock, so they didn't really come from athletes. Where you and I got dealt the bad hand of coming from a couple of athletes.
I did, yeah, but they
So
were
we had
short
to, we
too,
hung
though.
on to it a little longer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because you also had the promise of actually being a large man.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
You're above average.
I'm above average, but I was supposed to be well above average.
Yeah.
You know?
It's tough. That'll hurt. a
It
man.
does hurt a lot. Hey, is it funny? I tried to do that joke a couple of times about how, a lot of people don't assume that I know like what it is to struggle, but my dad is 6'5".
Yeah. I think.
Am
it's
I
fine.
not short enough for that to really hit?
Yeah. No one's like, oh, poor you. You're 5'11".
I'm 6 foot.
5'11". Okay. Sure.
No, I'm 5'11".
That doesn't help the bit. Also, so you're being like,
Hey, I'm fucking 6 feet tall. No, I'm 5'11".
Yeah, you're probably not obvious. Like if you were 5'6",
Yeah.
like, you'd have to be like dramatically shorter than everyone.
Yeah, because people are like, you're just kind of a slightly above average tight guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Tight?
Height.
Oh, I thought you said a slightly above average tight guy, and I was like, cool way to slide that one in there.
Yeah, like everybody in the audience is like, he's like kind of tall, but not really. He is tight as hell, though.
He is like kind of cool as shit. You're like, is that why the joke isn't hitting? Because everyone's just like, oh, this guy is just like fucking awesome.
This guy's just like way too tight to be self-deprecating.
He's like one of the coolest guys I've ever seen. Is that why it's not hitting?
Oh God, Tom!
I like that joke. You might need to make it. And this is I'm not being a dick. Like punchier. Like it might need to have a more obvious punchline.
Yeah, but there are the things that I like a little bit of subtlety.
Me too. I mean,
I
like
like
love
some
that
subtlety.
shit. I love letting them sit for a second.
Where it's not just fully feeding the pig slop.
Yeah, but sometimes the pigs need some slop.
Well, the thing is, the piggies want to eat.
They like to eat, and you got to give them some slop.
And it is fun.
I love throwing some slop out
You
there.
fucking just
saying,
force feed it down there. You eat that up. How you like that shit? Fucking pigs. That is still my favorite quote of all time. They're pigs. Feed them slop.
And who is it from? Jeff
was
told us
hitting the feech button for somebody.
Yeah. A real road dog.
A real roader. And Jeff was... No. Jeff was... I guess he was headlining because the guy went up before him. And Jeff was on the side going, look at this fucking hacky piece of shit. I mean, unfucking believable. But he was killing.
Murdering with all like local references.
Just terrible, whatever it was. And then Jeff's just being a judgmental dude on the side. And then the guy gets off and like pats Jeff on the shoulder. And he's like, hey, man, they're pigs. Feed them slop.
That's an amazing quote.
And I mean, the respect situation flips instantly.
Well, because it's self-awareness.
Yes.
It's like
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I know that wasn't good for you to watch.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm killing.
Yeah, guess what? They're piggies. Mm-hmm. Throw them a little slop.
God, I love that. I kind of adopt that in my entire life.
By the way, anyone who's ever come to one of our shows, you're not a pig.
No, never have been.
You're a high-class citizen and you only eat steak.
Well, you also love highbrow, intelligent humor.
Right, which is why you come see us.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about how small our dinkies were in high school.
Dinkies! Nah, mine's always been a fucking... That's kind of a dinky.
Mine always has been like pretty...
Mine's always
average.
been pretty... it's fine. Nobody's thrilled about it.
It was not even small enough to get a bit out of it.
Yeah, I know. You're just like, you're useless to me.
Yeah.
You serve no purpose in my life. Have you ever looked down? You ever had do you have bad dick days?
Almost all of them.
Well, I mean, like, have we talked about this? But there are times in your life when you look down, you're like, now that's a piece of meat.
Sometimes I'm like, it got smaller.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I've been wondering that a lot recently. And I'm like, I think maybe I'm just getting fatter.
It's getting harder to see.
Well, it's like just by like the perspective, it's like, it just looks way worse.
Yeah, there's more stuff going on around it.
I really got to clean up my act here.
Me too.
I mean, this sucks.
Yeah. I mean, this just flat out sucks.
I mean, I just hate it.
Yeah, I've been late night munching harder than I ever have before.
Well, yeah. Well, you're in New York. That's an excuse.
Yeah, not just these past 2 days.
I was trying to help you out.
I have a late night taco truck by my place.
That's devastating.
Well, the problem is like I'll be on the way to somewhere at like 7, and I'm like I could grab a meal now.
No, but you can't go out full.
Or yeah, exactly.
Can't go out full.
So then I'm coming home at like 10:30.
Mm-hmm. And you're starving.
And I'm so hungry.
Starving.
And then grab some tacos, and then I'm eating tacos 8 seconds before I close my eyes to take a little rest.
Yeah, maybe call the INS on these guys. Get them off your block.
What's the INS?
INS? Is that not what it is?
What are you referring to?
Trying to get them deported back to wherever they...
Oh, you were being racist.
Yeah.
That would be the IRS.
No. That's the Internal Revenue Service.
That's true.
They're obviously not paying taxes.
Cunty and cocky I was
Yes,
when
I did
that.
hear that. Yes, of course I did.
That would be the IRS.
Well,
Tim,
that'd be the IRS.
It's actually the NRA, you moron.
I think it's the INS. It's the...
Immigration...
I don't know what the N would be. Though.
Yeah, neither do I.
INS.
No, it's Immigration and something services.
Let's see. Nothing's
doing
popping
a great
up
job
here. Wait. INS, immigration.
I swear it's ISS. No.
No, you're thinking of ISIS. Immigration and Citizenship Data?
That's not it. Look up who deports people.
What is the INS? United Immigration and Naturalization Service.
Maybe it
so
is
I was
the
right.
INS.
It is the INS. See, you call these guys. You're going, hey, look, I'm in Hollywood here, and I'm putting on a few LBs.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we can fuck up an entire family's
I got
life.
a taco truck down the street, and I'm just assuming they're here illegally. And they're like, that guy is
No, his whole family's been here for decades.
generations. You just moved here? We're going to kick you out.
It would be kind of great if you like looked great and everyone's like, "Damn, what's your secret?" And you're like, "Oh, I just call the INS on anybody where I enjoy their
Any
food."
good late night food. And most of the time, they are legal citizens, but it still kind of fucks up their business for a
Yeah,
while.
like it will slow business down.
Because I keep accidentally calling the IRS. It turns out none of them are paying taxes either.
Also, I'm being audited right now.
I've somehow managed to get the IRS's attention. And ISIS also.
It's kind of a who smelt it, dealt it situation. You've called the IRS 13 times. You're like, let's look into Tom's finances
check out
here.
this guy. There's no way he's filing all these 48 1099s he got this year. But I have been running. Thank you for asking.
I wouldn't know what that's like, Tom. I live in a hellscape nightmare here.
Yeah, that's a good. It could be a good band name.
I think it is.
No, what's Hellscape Nightmare?
Let me.
Is that Sarah Squirm's old show? I think it is.
Is it?
Anyways, that's going to be a boring topic.
Well, now I just
are
want
you
to look.
not? Aren't you? Did you have a gym membership? It doesn't matter what the weather is like.
Well, Tom, it's 8 minutes away.
That's true.
I'm supposed to walk 8 minutes.
Not in this weather. Not in this hellscape nightmare. You.
I mean, what, out in 45-degree weather? It snowed the other day, Tom.
It snowed. Yeah, I was here. And you got really excited, and it was dog shit weather.
I mean, I needed a little snow. I'm sorry. It's New York. You want a New York winter.
New York has been kicking my ass for the past 3 days. I had a very fun moment after we got off the train the other day. Well, I got off the train. You stayed on for another 3 hours back to the Schwick.
I was like, Tom, I just pulled my pillow out. And I was like, I'll wake up, but surely my nap will be over before I get home.
Technically sleeper cars on the train, but this could be one.
Whole car's a sleeper car if you have heart.
Yeah. You just got to have a little bit of heart.
Mm-hmm.
If your heart rate lowers enough where you can fall asleep on the train.
Correct.
I don't think I would ever be able to do that. I've heard a lot of stories about people falling asleep on the train and missing their stop.
Sure.
I'm so anxious and afraid of everyone on the train.
Yeah. Hey, also, don't be arrogant about me staying on the train. You don't even live here. You fuck.
I'm going to crash with my
You're
friend
staying at your buddy's
for free.
place. Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, look at this poor idiot. He's got to take the train like 8 more
Look
stops.
at you fucking moron.
My card is getting declined as I'm trying to leave somehow.
One of your 13 roommates in LA is like, hey, Tom, rent's due.
Yeah.
You fuck.
I'm like, sorry. I'm walking back from the train to my Williamsburg apartment.
Sorry, bro. Going back to a luxury condo. Okay, so what happened to you?
Well, New York it does not ever let you have an inch. We had a great night on Monday.
No, it gives you all 8 inches right in your ass, though.
Right up the ass. I mean, that is not an average dinky.
No.
It is large. It's made for porn.
Yeah,
and it's
that's
going right
that's
up
a
your
New York
pooper.
City donker right
when
in
you
your little.
least expect it. So we had a hilarious time on the train. We're riffing and rapping.
Great time.
Great time, and I'm getting off, putting in my headphones, and the doors open on the train as they do.
Sure.
But on the door that I picked, I kind of timed it right as it's opening to walk out. Just one of the sides stays shut.
Just decides.
And I just catch my shoulder on it, almost dropped my AirPods, and there's a little gap.
They would have bounced into the gap.
For sure how it would have gone down.
Yeah.
And I caught him, but like took it in the shoulder kind of hard and enough that it was embarrassing because there was people walking off behind me.
Well, you've also got a bad shoulder.
And there's no reason. Yeah.
You separated your shoulder again.
All the time. And there's no reason to expect why both doors shouldn't open. But it's just right at the end of the night when you think we'll just walk home and have
it's the moment New York catches you slipping.
It's just, hey.
Hey, you paying attention?
Punch in the shoulder, yeah.
Oh, you're not? How about this?
Take those
I'll
headphones
put a wall right in front of you.
Dickhead.
It's crazy how often this city decides to fuck you.
It's beautiful. It's got a pulse.
It keeps you honest. I mean, you were getting your dinky really hard when we were down there waiting. You were like, isn't this just an amazing, magical place? I'm like,
really
yes, to visit, it's amazing. You soak it in, but when it's your everyday life, Tom,
It really beats you up.
boy, it grinds you down. I didn't have gray hair when we moved here. I had a beautiful brown head of hair.
I know. I keep telling everybody that.
Gray as shit.
It is gray now.
Yeah.
Did you ever think about just going full jet black?
You know, I was trying to write a bit about that, but then Mark Maron,
He has a bit about it?
yeah, in his new special.
Damn it. About
it's
how
like-
bad that looks?
Well, it's he's like, because as a man, if you dye your hair, you're just kind of asking everyone in your life to go along with that with you.
Yeah, because no one ever. It's
No
rooted
one
in-
buys it.
No one buys it, but also it's not like, you know, all the women in my family have their hair dyed, but it's
Totally normal.
because it's so generationally normal.
Completely normal.
No one talks about it. No one's like, yeah, grandma's hair, it's dyed.
Yeah, everyone's like, yeah, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah, obviously it's red, and she's 89.
Yeah, so here's a cue. Your mom, would she be a full gray?
I don't know.
Because reds typically go gray later.
Yeah, hers, I think, like, when she lets it go with no dye, it gets some gray, but it's not full gray yet.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, my dad is full gray, but if he dyed his hair...
I mean, it would look like an insane person.
Yeah, like, we've all seen the jet black hair dye. Also, why do guys always go...
That's the thing. I think there's only one real choice. Because there's, like, women go to a salon. They have a professional do it. Men buy an $8 box. And they do it at home.
over the sink?
You know what I'm saying? It's like the difference of, like, why do guys that give themselves haircuts with a blindfold look bad?
Yeah.
It's because that
You're setting yourself up for failure.
there's no way that this is going to win.
You're doing it over the sink. You had 4 scotches.
Yeah.
And it's 4 in the morning, and you're like, oh, finally, look like I'm 28 again.
There was this guy in high school, this teacher in high school, and I'm telling you, I think he was 102 years old.
Yeah.
Mr. Garbo. He
Okay.
taught the kids that needed a little more help.
All right.
And sweet man,
Yeah,
everybody loves Mr. Garbo.
for sure.
But guess what color his hair is, Tom?
Jet black?
No, it's all gray.
Oh, okay,
Because
yeah.
he's 100 years old.
It should be.
His face matched his hair. That's another thing. But we'll get into that in a second.
Okay.
All of a sudden, Garbo shows up. He looks like Elvis Presley.
Oh, no.
And it's like everyone's laughing at you.
Come on, Garbo.
Everyone's
that is
laughing.
Garbage.
That is.
I mean, come on, Garbo.
It's not. I mean, like, R.I.P. He's probably dead now.
For sure he is. If
Because
he
I was in high school
100
33 years ago.
Yeah.
So he'd be 135 at this point.
Uh-huh.
But I mean,
Now
it's like,
look who has the gray hair.
look who's laughing. Garbo's in heaven laughing at me right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's not so funny, is it now?
Yeah.
Tim.
Look at you. Dye your hair, I dare you, bitch.
I really have. I want to do it one time because I think Lizzie would leave me.
If you just showed up.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I popped out with gray or with completely brown hair,
Brown? See, yeah, because here's a cue.
she wouldn't handle it well.
What if you're like what if there are people who have just done it better, we just haven't noticed?
Well, of course, it's everybody in Hollywood.
Yeah, it's true. It's the same thing we've talked about with, like, you know, it's like, oh, Botox just looks bad. It's like, we probably only notice the really bad ones.
Somebody that's getting a bunch of Botox
So
for like
the guy-
$150.
Just if you're a fella who's thinking about going jet black, pick a light brown first.
Go light brown.
Or whatever your hair color was.
I'm telling you, it's because they go and they get a box of it
yeah.
at the store for $13 and they say, just for men would never lie to me.
You might as well do pink.
Yes. Or just get shoe polish and rub it all over your head. You look like a fucking Lego guy that got new hair clipped onto him. You look terrible.
I always picture Ken Marino, the actor.
Ken Marino.
You would know who he is.
Would I?
Yeah.
What's Ken in?
He's like one of those character actors. He's in everything. Give him a Google.
Well, Tom.
Google.
Tom? I mean, hey.
Yeah, that was
Haven't we
tough.
taken enough?
That was tough. That was really. I almost shit my pants as I was saying that.
Haven't we taken enough, Tom?
Throw a
God
Google out there.
damn.
Ken Marino, he's like one of those character actors that you're like, yeah, that guy's in everything. I have no idea what he's in though.
Ken Marino. Oh, great actor.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He is a really good actor.
But I don't know why I'm like, I could see any one of his characters getting jet black hair just glued onto his forehead.
So this guy used to be in the what were the spoof scary movie?
yeah.
That was him. He was really funny.
Oh, he's awesome.
You know who this guy lost all of his roles to? The coach from Saturday Night Lights. You know what I'm talking about? He was in Bloodline.
No.
I'll show you.
I've
here.
never watched Saturday Night Lights.
Neither have
Wait,
I.
Friday Night Lights?
That's what I meant.
I was like, what's Saturday Night
Saturday
Lights?
Night Fever. Look, he lost all of his roles to that guy.
Oh, wow. Yeah, but that guy's actually like a good hot actor.
But that's what I'm saying.
Ken Marino's ugly enough where he's the goofy character.
But that's what I'm saying. He's like just hot. He's like just.
Yeah.
He's just. They clicked the hotness 1 degree up and got this
Before
guy.
popping him out. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's good. Kyle Chandler.
Chan man, great actor.
friend,
But yeah,
too.
I might do it as like a bit and just see how upset.
Do
Lizzie
one of the
gets.
easy hair dyes that you can wash out.
Well, that's another thing. So like, I mean, your hair grows. I have to get my hair cut so you have to dye your hair every 4 days because like it just grows out gray.
It doesn't grow out every 4 days.
Sure, it does. Your hair grows every day.
Yeah, but you like I don't know. People who keep their hair dyed, they probably get it colored like once a month, maybe once every 2 months.
But I mean, your hair like grows, so eventually it's gray here, and then it's just brown.
Yeah, the roots. That's when your roots come in.
I mean, a brutal look,
Yeah,
a truly brutal look.
I would like to see it on you though.
I think I would scare the shit out of myself.
It'd be very fun. It would really confuse some people because you're not that guy
At all.
and you're just at shows now just with jet black hair.
And I'm just like all of a sudden using like way different lingo. I'm like, hey, dude, I'm gonna keep it 100.
Leather jacket.
And everybody's like, what the fuck? Oh, no, I know who you are.
Tim went full.
Tim lost. He's
Dice
having
Clay.
a midlife.
He's doing dice.
There's nothing mid about this life about this. Oh, boy, I butchered
damn,
that one.
there
Nothing
we go.
mid about this life crisis.
Yeah, that was a good tweet.
Got like 120 likes.
I think I helped co-write that one.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
I tossed it. I was like, hey, it's a brilliant idea.
I would love if you just one day were jet black hair and then on stage you're like, hey, what's going on over here, huh?
Everybody's like, oh, no.
Hey, hey, I'm walking. You're just like doing every New York
He
cliche.
did it. I have a gold bracelet on.
He broke. He did break.
He did. New York did it to him.
Good. The bracelet's fake too. Fuck. Damn it.
I mean, there's just I could not respect myself
No.
if I dyed my hair.
Well,
Shout out to any guy that dyes his hair. God
if you're
bless
doing it
ya.
tastefully, do it. You just don't do the jet black. Like I'm saying, there's people that are getting away with it that we don't know.
But yeah, but
I
they're
met
like,
Jimmy Fallon last night. His hair looked cool, but
It's
I bet
absolutely
it's
dyed.
Yeah, but it looks normal. It looks the same as it's
but
always done.
he's probably been hitting the dye, but you can't
He got
go
ahead of it. You can't let it go full gray.
You
and
can't
then
go
back.
as gray as I am to
Yeah.
hey, because then I am asking you every time we hang out to say, yeah, this is what Tim looks like.
Yeah.
This is who Tim is.
No, once you go full gray, once you go gray, you can't go
Can't
away.
go gay. I don't know. I mean, but it's so weird. Like, women can show up with a brand new pair of tits, and everybody's like, yes. Mm-hmm. There's something about a guy trying too hard that people don't enjoy.
No, it hasn't been generationally precedented.
People don't like that.
Yeah.
You ever seen a guy with really manicured eyebrows?
I don't know that I've noticed that.
It's off-putting.
Oh, yeah, because yours are fucking out of control.
Mine are crazier than shit.
No, they're not that crazy.
I got to get rid of the yoon, though.
You got to, yeah, you're plucking, though, right?
Got to pluck.
You can't shave.
No, you're asking for an accident there.
Well, yeah, you're asking for one eyebrow being gone.
Yes, you're asking for one of the biggest disasters in your life.
You're asking for a 90-day quarantine?
Yep, for sure. No, I do have my thing, and I have an eyebrow trimmer on it, and I'm bzzz,
Oh, you do?
for sure.
I've never trimmed my eyebrows.
Have to.
How are they looking?
I mean, you could probably use a shave.
Shit.
That's just what happens.
All right.
Nah, toss a shave on there.
Trim. I'm going to do a couple lines in there, too.
No, yeah, go full vanilla.
Yeah.
But I was getting my hair did back in Chicago,
Okay.
and the lady she was like, can I shave your eyebrows?
Whoa.
And I was like, oh, shit. I was like, do they need? She's like, yeah. She didn't let me finish. I was like, do I? She was like, just let me.
You're like, do they need... Bzzz?
No, dude. And it would sound like I was getting my hair cut.
Oh,
I mean, it was like,
Were you a little terrified to see what it would look like?
I trusted her.
Okay.
I'd been going to her for a while. I knew she wouldn't steer me wrong.
Yeah, you're not showing up with just like little tiny pencil thin.
And I'm like, you really fucked
She's
me
like,
here.
you're going to want to draw them on, too.
Then just go ahead and lay back in the sink. We're going to get this nice black dye in your hair. But it was kind of eye-opening because I never thought about that.
No.
Apparently, I was crazy brow guy for a while.
You were going full Dustin Hoffman.
A little bit.
Yeah, interesting.
Didn't
I don't
love
know.
it.
I think that's just in Mr. Megorium, but still.
Probably.
A great movie.
Never seen it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you'll cry your little eyes out. You should watch it.
All right.
It's in New York.
Say no more.
There's no other movies that are in New York.
Nothing's ever been shot here.
You should watch this one. You should learn a little something about your city.
I do have a little bit of a boner. Don't you always have a boner for anything that's shot in the city you live in?
1,000%.
Because you're like, hey, I know that. I know where that's at.
I've been to Wrigley Field.
Sick, dude.
I know.
I walked
Chicago
right
so
by
well.
there.
And you're like, if you're watching it with someone else, you're like, I actually used to go to a bar, just like it was like a mile and a half.
It was a great spot
right
about
around
4
the corner.
miles north of that.
It's called Portillo's. Yeah, there is a huge guilty pleasure of that. I mean, I do it for someone drives across like the Golden Gate Bridge in a movie, and I'm like, I lived in San Francisco 7 years ago.
Yeah. If you guys jumped off of that thing.
Yeah.
Pretty sick.
It's kind of what
If you had to K yourself, how are you doing that? Because I think
we're almost wrapping the pod. This is what we're ending on.
I mean, we got 12 minutes left.
Bridge might be fun.
I was going to say, like, that would be kind of a decent time. Because, I mean, like, you have a couple of choices. You can go, like, pretty messy route.
Well,
which
yeah, that's selfish.
Yes, that's very inconsiderate.
Yes.
So,
Bridge might be the move.
Bridge isn't bad.
Yeah.
They just fish you out.
Or just, I would maybe just like get lost in the wilderness.
Well, that's a kind of an end of the wild situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you get too much time to think. I mean, like, day 4, you're going, this was a terrible idea.
But I think I would maybe like try to survive. I'm like, let me just see how long I can make it.
So you just go out there with nothing but your wits?
Yeah, just kind of knowing like this is probably the end, but I'll try.
See, but I think your survival instincts would kick in.
I know. I'm counting on it, and they're not very good.
Well, no, you're not.
They're no longer survival instincts if I'm not good at it.
I mean, you're choosing the most brutal way to die. You're like, I'm going to go out into the woods and possibly get mauled by a bear.
No, you'd starve.
And then get eaten by a pack of wolves.
Sure.
I mean, come on.
It'd be cool, though.
I don't know. You don't want to give anybody a casket? You can have
Bridge? What about Bridge? Are you getting a casket? I don't think they're scooping those out.
I think you kind of like explode. I think from high enough, it's the equivalent of hitting concrete.
It for sure is, and it's like not that high.
Golden Gate?
No, I mean like the breaking point for where water is no longer chill.
Where it's not like, ooh, dove right in.
Cliff diving.
Yeah.
It's you're jumping off a skyscraper, basically. What do you know how fast you accelerate? Do you remember this?
From physics?
Yeah.
I know it's faster than a feather.
No, that's not it. It's what falls faster, a pound of feathers or a pound of bricks.
Oh, right. It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, yeah, it's a pound.
I might have just confused
a few different experiments.
I think it's what weighs more, a pound of feathers, a pound of bricks.
Yes.
That weighs the same, obviously.
Right.
It's a pound.
But you always see that experiment of like, in this certain environment,
everything accelerates at 9.8 meters per second squared.
Bingo.
There we go.
But I mean, yeah, you add that up. I don't know what the math is, but you're exploding on impact.
Yeah, the ocean is no longer your friend, pal.
I don't know. Maybe you go skydiving, you don't pull the chute.
Yeah, that would be fun. It would be a nightmare for those guides. They probably get shut down for a bit.
True. No, I don't think they do at all. Lizzie and I, when we went skydiving, they had gone like, they have to put the thing up with like
we've gone
893 days without somebody exploding midair. And we were like, hell yeah. And then so we went. About a month later, somebody plummeted to their death.
Was it user error? You want to hope it's user error.
I think it almost always is.
Well, just not like chute didn't pull.
No, I think they packed the chute incorrectly, which is kind of scarier.
Terrifying.
Yeah. Because like that is still somebody's job. Like they're like, God, I'm trying to get home. My girlfriend's pissed at me. Let me just pack this chute up.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. What if you got broken up with that morning? You don't care that much about
It's a job. It turns into just a job.
You're making a Subway sandwich. And I've had some Subway sandwiches that were not packed with care.
Not great. And you know what's crazy is like they can't charge you with anything, so they just kind of fire you. Hey, why'd you get fired from your last job? Oh, I caused the death of a father of three.
It was a bad day. We've all had a bad day at work, and then a family was ripped apart.
Yeah, it kind of ruined several people's lives with my carelessness.
But I would love to work here at CVS.
You were at CVS the whole time. I mean, I don't know. When we went skydiving, it was really fun. Never will go again.
I don't know that I will go after that little tale. I think I'll go bungee jumping instead.
I mean, there's plenty of stories of that, too. Oh, no? That one's airtight? No one dies doing that.
Rate. Yeah. Cord has definitely never been too long where they like
or
it looks like it should be tightening, and then it's not.
Something about
and
that.
And they just smash the water.
Out. Freaks me
I saw
out.
one video one time where it was really dark, but then his body still kind of got ripped back up.
Nah.
That one's not the way because your feet are tied.
Feet are just dangling. Oh, you also look like an idiot. Like it's just your kind of like lifeless body flailing around.
Kind of like tied up to a bungee cord.
Yeah, you look like a moron. That's not the way to go out.
No, definitely not.
You want to look cool as shit.
Yeah, with a backpack on.
It was really, really scary. I was regretting it quite a bit when we were.
Were you getting hugged by a guy?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And he was like saying, he was like, don't you hate it when you feel like you're forgetting something? I was like, don't.
Oh, you told me this.
I was like, hey, look, I know this is like a fun bit for you, but there's poop in my pants.
How fun is the bit if you have to smell my poop the whole time?
Yeah, I know. I was like, ah! I was freaking out.
And he's behind you. So that poop is right on his dick.
And
I mean, you're shitting on his dick.
But they bring me up to the window or like the door of the plane, like where you eventually jump off, and just your body takes over. So I'm just grabbing the bar up top, and they're literally grabbing my like wrists and arms, and they're like, "Let go!" And my body, I was like, "Yeah, totally, I'll let go," and my body just didn't let go.
You're just like full like legs wrapped around a pole.
I mean, like 100%.
No, I'm ready to go.
I was like, yeah, let's jump. And my body completely took over and just did whatever it wanted. They were so kind of pissed they're like, fuck it, you have to do this. Because there's like a certain amount, like a space where they have to get everybody out.
Yeah, otherwise you're going to be on Uncle Al's farm.
Yes.
Can't drop there.
Just careening into a cliff. And I'm just up there kind of having a panic attack, I guess. They finally push my fat ass out. And he was like, hey, do you want to like, after the parachute comes out, they're like, do you want to like swirl around or do tricks or do you want to get to the ground? I was like, get me on the fucking ground. I was having no fun.
Yeah, you just completely eliminate the fun of it.
It was not fun for me.
Were the views cool? Your eyes were closed.
Don't even remember.
I was blacked out.
And then I'm on the ground and I'm like, well, because Lizzie jumped before me and landed after me.
Because she's having fun.
They're like, do you want to spin around? I look up in the air and Lizzie's just cutting donuts in the air.
Doing backflips.
I was like, I'm such a pussy.
Did you have a few beverages beforehand?
No.
Did they allow you to? Probably not.
I mean, you don't have a ton of responsibility during you just need to not poop your pants. And I didn't. I pooped my pants fully. It was kind of one of those poops where you're like, this is a lot of shit.
It's like, this isn't like accidental poop pants.
Yeah, it's not like a little squirter came out. I used the restroom in my pants.
It was like kind of a timed bathroom break, just in my own drawers.
Sir, I'm so sorry. I believe I have shat on your penis. I mean, it was fun. It was like, it's one of those things where you're like, I did it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Did it.
Where was it?
Mississippi.
Ooh, that is not where I would go.
I know. That would be such a bummer to die in
It would really suck. Well, they went skydiving in Mississippi, and everyone would be like, yeah, and they died, obviously.
Yeah, of course they died.
Did they even have parachutes? I'm surprised there was even a plane there.
I know. It was like a little Cessna. They barely got it going.
You guys are jumping from the wing of like an Orville Wright plane.
They just had Bubba Gumbo flying the fucking thing. Wait, was it Bubba Gumbo? No, Willie Gumbo.
Who?
Willie Gumbo.
Was that was your boy?
No, this is a riff we had an hour ago.
No, Garbo.
No, Garbo's the guy that dyed his hair.
Well, can you understand my confusion?
I would expect
Gumbo
for you to.
again?
There's only two of us in here. I thought maybe you would keep up.
I don't know. Was anyone else paying attention?
I don't know. So, yeah, I'll never do it again. I do want to take other risks, though. In those tests when it sees, like, if you're, like, an impulsive person, and it's like, have you ever gotten a tattoo? Have you ever bungee jumped? Have you ever? I've done a lot of those things. So I guess I'm an impulsive person.
Yeah, you are.
Am I?
I think so.
What do I don't do anything that's very impulsive out in the regular of my life, right? When have you been like, damn, that was impulsive as hell?
I don't know, a lot of the decisions you make on stage.
That's what we in the biz refer to as riffing, Tom.
Yeah, I'm like, that was impulsive. For
That's
sure.
coming off the dome.
Yeah, calling that guy a little bitch.
He was, though. They always are.
Impulsive as hell. He's gonna get a tattoo tomorrow.
They fucking always are, dude.
Oh boy. Well, we can wrap this thing if we're feeling good.
I mean, do we want to? I'm kind of fucking riffing and rapping.
I don't care. I'll stick around if people are sticking around.
People are sticking.
You guys hanging for a bit?
Let's hang.
We're talking to our studio audience. If you're not watching on the YouTube, you missed
He
it.
was at Fallon last night, folks. He's used to a studio audience.
Kind of a cool little theater they do that in. It's also insane that the Roots play every night on the Tonight Show.
Yeah, that's Nanners.
They're like the best musical group.
Also, what's his
Alive.
name? What's the big fella's
Black
name?
Thought. Oh, Questlove.
Oh, I was like, what?
But Tariq, Black Thought. Oh, that's like the lead singer and vocalist.
I didn't know that was his name.
Well, he
was like,
goes.
Jesus.
His old artist name was Black Thought.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I was like, Dove.
But he's like an iconic rapper and lyricist, and like,
I mean, what a gig, though.
oh yeah, I mean they have to get paid well because Questlove is also like a
Major
icon.
Yeah.
And they're like riffing.
What do you mean
they're
riffing?
They like improvise everything.
Like, musically.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And then Tariq is going off the dome in all the music breaks and stuff. Like he just freestyles.
I wonder what kind of coin they're tossing at these guys for them to be like, you know what? We're going to take a corporate gig.
Yeah, because it is a corporate.
It's
gig.
they are working for, quote unquote, the man.
Yeah, NBC.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of coin they said, but it's probably such a regular, awesome paycheck
It's every night.
every night, and I wouldn't imagine they have to compromise their values too much. Are they up there just being the Roots?
Yeah, like they're kind of just playing.
Yeah.
And it's fun and it's funky, and they don't have to like. Usually, if there's like a musical guest, it's not them playing with them, so they don't have to like play some artist's music that they hate. Yeah, like Macklemore was last night. He had a separate band, you know, and then like,
I bet he requested the Roots, and they were like, "Fuck that,
pass.
hard pass." No. I mean, what a gig!
Yeah, I think it's cool, but that was like one of my favorite parts was getting to watch them.
Are they getting the crowd pretty hyped? Are people pumped? Do they even
I
know
don't
what
know
they're
if
seeing?
everyone really realizes
Yeah, they don't
what's
know-
going on.
they
They
don't know
know
what
the
they're
Roots
seeing.
from the Tonight Show, which is like, and I don't like. No, it's not like I was like a huge fan of all them, and like, but I just know their history,
Right.
and it's like it's kind of nuts that we're just watching them like riff right now.
They're just kind of doing their thing right now.
Yeah.
What a cool selection. That does make... I wonder who made that selection. I would
think it was
like...
Fallon.
I was going to say, I would like to give the credit to Fallon.
I think it was Fallon. That's when you get the late night gig, you get to build your whole team,
Whole thing.
Because Corden requested, he said he wouldn't do it if his guy Reggie Watts wouldn't do it with him
R-Dubs.
when he got it. I bet he would have done it though.
He absolutely
That's
would.
just the story now.
There's-
That it worked.
Everything I've ever heard about that guy is he's a rat pig.
He's an absolute sellout.
Yeah. I fucking hate that guy. Now, there's a guy. Here's a cue. What is his background?
James Corden?
Yeah.
I have no idea. Like, was he a comic?
There's no way.
Because Fallon was just an accountant.
True, but a funny one.
Yeah, he was the Office funny guy.
But
as
he
we
also
established.
seems like a smart guy. Corden just seems like a fucking... He seems like a...
I think he just
like he
has
was like
a
an
British
events
accent.
coordinator.
Oh, yeah.
That guy put together weddings.
Boy, did he love asking you if you had a name tag.
Yes.
Already.
Boy,
Yeah.
I'm just not a
I
fan
just-
of that man.
I just need to see your name tag.
And everybody's like, I just need you to
I
fuck
just
off,
need you to
mate.
Fuck off, James.
God, I wish I had an accent.
Why is it, I changed the wrong name. All these late night hosts is James. Or Jimmy.
James Corden, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon. Who
Yeah.
else?
Well, those three, I felt like
Are those
was
the top
enough.
three?
Right? And Colbert. Steven.
Steve. He's mixing it up in there. Trevor Noah.
Steve-O. Trev.
Okay.
Trev Bot.
Trev. I think he's getting replaced.
He already's gone.
Yeah, that's why
Who's
I think
he
he's getting
dating
replaced.
again? Yeah, I've been keeping my eyes peeled.
Think they're
starting to
replacing
notice
Conan
some
here
things.
any minute.
Letterman's on his way out, dude.
What do you think about that gig? I mean, like, obviously somebody would take it, but if somebody was like, "You're the Tonight Show host,"
It's a dream of mine.
is it?
Yeah,
You want to be the Tonight Show host?
kind of. Yeah,
Huh?
I grew up like kind of loving the Tonight Show.
Who was your guy?
Fallon, when it was late night with Jimmy Fallon.
Jesus Christ.
And Conan. I really liked Conan.
Cone Dog, he was fun.
Conan is like the funniest person alive.
So, okay, so if somebody was like, you have to be done doing stand-up, but we're going to pay you $30 million a year for the foreseeable future, that's a deal you would take.
I'd consider it. I'd say, I do have a weekend at the Funny Bone next week.
Wait, which bone?
It was the Syracuse. It was the Q's bone.
Q's B.
It was the little QZB.
I do have a
So
week
I'm like-
at the QZB.
I gotta do the QZ bone next week, but then after that, I'm totes down for
Dude,
NBC.
I'm free as a bird after that, dude. They're like, well, you're already fired.
I will NBC you there. I can do the Tonight Show, just not tonight, if you know what I mean.
They're like, sir, please never enter the building again.
God, we asked you if you wanted to be an assistant
Please.
production manager.
Never, ever, ever come back.
I heard. Can I wait? I don't know if I can tell this story. It's
Of course
not my
you can.
story to tell.
Yeah, you
but
absolutely can.
Chad Daniels told me an awesome Conan story last night.
Lay it on me.
When he did the Tonight Show with Conan, it was like him and like 4 comics.
Mm-hmm.
He brought just like all his comic friends. Way too many people to bring.
Oh, like it wasn't like happened that other comics were like on the panel.
No.
He brought his boys.
It was he brought like a bunch of comics, and he's got like 4 or 5 of them in the green room. These green rooms are tiny. We had 3 people in them. It was too small.
a little tight.
So it's like packed. And Conan comes to say hi to all the guests before the show, and he opens the door, and it's just like all of them kind of whip their heads around, and he just goes no and closes the door and leaves. And Chad's kind of like, fuck. And then he opens the door again, and he's got like 5 of like this staff, like the crew, and they're going like the Jets and Sharks. Conan went and got a posse.
Conan's just like, well, I got to do a bit now.
He's such a, and that's what he was like, dude. On Conan, it was just everything was a bit, everything backstage.
That's so fun.
Dude, he's like the funniest guy.
That absolutely slaps.
Yeah.
I saw some of him and Rory Scovel on stage together recently.
Dude, I gotta go to that show.
What?
You know, one of our good friends. Well, he does it weekly or every other week.
Oh,
or
it's
something.
in the city of Sin.
Yeah, yeah, not Vegas. Isn't that Sin City?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's in Los Angeles.
Brother, you got to hit this show.
At the Elysian Theater. Our good friend Laura Peak is on it. So.
I mean, boy, that's some real blow your brains out material right
Isn't
there. That is
isn't
so
that
cool.
Amazing? It's beautiful.
Woo!
I just watched Rory try stand up for the first time again, and it is it's one of the best specials of all time.
I mean, it's just. Did you see the one that he did where he was just improvising like 6 shows at that like church theater in Atlanta?
What's it called?
I forget.
Was it not? Well, the first half of
No.
try stand up is improvised.
But that's like a full special. This one is like it's
Oh,
way
it's just like a separate
later than that. And it's like he splices together like 6 nights of him literally getting up with no material.
God, no. Is it awesome?
I mean, the man is just really something.
Rory Scovel, you guys, check him out. He needs a boost, and we're the guys to give it to him because he's a good friend of
Check
ours.
out the Scove Man. He's one of those guys, he's so good that when you're watching him, you have the insane thought of, I could do that.
I go that way. I go the other way sometimes, too.
But that's just like a testament to how easy he makes it look.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're like, oh, sure, I can
find a bit that simple.
I mean, I could riff and raff
Yeah.
for 1 full hour and kill.
And have people just dying laughing.
He did it at the Lincoln Lodge several years ago.
That's where I saw it.
And it was just,
I saw that live.
It was the most insane thing. He keeps that energy for an hour. I don't know how anybody does that. And then he gets off stage and he's like, hey, yeah, thanks for having me. Just the nicest guy. What the hell, Tom?
I'm going to start doing that.
Being a nice guy about fucking time.
No, I will not do that. I'm
Jesus
going to
Christ.
continue to be a prick off stage,
World-renowned
online,
asshole
everywhere.
Thomas Brennan.
Yeah.
Tell your friends.
Yee.
Yee.
Yee, dude. It starts now, being a dick.
Yee matey. What was that? Was that pirate talk?
No, I was more like, yee.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't fit your personality at all.
Yeah, it does. I'm wearing a black jacket.
I'm LA
dude.
Tom now.
Yeah. You don't know what I'm calling the IRS and the NNA.
And the NMA. I'm calling the fucking MMA on you.
I'm calling the MMA fighters on you, dude.
Calling the BJJ
boy.
boys over at the MMA.
God, I gotta start. I'm doing 50 tomorrow. Guess what? I'm going up with no material.
Do it. See how long you can go.
It'll be 2 minutes.
Yeah, it will.
I'm going to riff on Cincinnati, and then I'm going to say, how'd you guys like to hear some material?
That's what I'm telling. We talked about this. I riffed on Houston for 5 minutes, and it went well. And I was like, "Oh, so this is when you transition into like genius level."
Yeah.
This is my entree into being a savant.
Appetizer.
No,
Entree?
I don't know if this is my. Is it entree?
Well, I think you're using that as more of an enter term, right?
I think so, but I think that's how you say it. This is like my entree into.
This is my
my foray.
Foray? Is it foray? I think it's foray. This is my
foray into. I think you're right.
Foyer.
No, foyer is like the front part of a house.
Yeah, it's so if the house is your genius career.
Oh, you gotta go through the foyer.
That's where we're at right now.
Fuck.
We're just trying to take our shoes off.
I think you might be. I mean, you got something. I don't know if it's right.
Yeah. But we kind of shoehorned it into there.
Fuck. What did I say? Entree?
Entree. Yeah, the entree is sounding more and more wrong.
It is sounding crazier and crazier.
That's a food thing.
Yeah. This is your chicken dish into being a genius.
I went appetizer. Here's your French fries. That's what an appetizer is to me. Is French fries.
Just French fries. We'll start with some French fries. You want some fries? I'll take some fries.
I know you'll have some fries. You'll have fries if we get fries.
Shout out John Mulaney. Check him out.
He just recorded, I think.
Oh, did he?
I think we got a special coming soon.
Where?
I don't know.
Okay.
But I saw a post from Netflix as a joke.
About the youngest man on earth? How old is Mulaney? 42?
I have no idea. I would guess. I'm going.
Oh shit. Okay.
I am going 38.
38. I'm gonna guess 42.
All right. Let's see where he's at here.
And when I say I'm gonna guess, I'm really hoping 42. Jonathan.
That's the sound of Tim hacking into the mainframe.
Mulaney age 40. Right in the middle.
Wow. Kind of.
I actually win because I didn't go over.
You did go over.
I sure did. Yeah, I sure did.
You were the only one who went over.
38 is less than 40. Boy, I mean, when we start going over an hour, my brain falls apart.
Me too. I'm like, we're lost right now.
Having a good time, though.
Yeah, we should wrap, though.
Right.
Sorry to bring you down with that energy. I'm excited for Mulaney, though. That's going to rip.
It's going to be great. We do have to film a life-changing sketch.
We do
sketch coming at you.
We didn't bring costumes.
Yeah, we kind of didn't prepare for this at all.
We'll figure it out, you guys. It'll be good. And then with this will come out next Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Minneapolis, please, for the love of God, we're almost there.
That's in Minnesota.
That's in Minnesota. Sisyphus Brewing tomorrow and Saturday, March 10th and 11th. Come see me. And then Acme a couple of weeks later with the old Kelsey Cook, and then Dubuque, Iowa. If you're in Iowa, Dubuque, Iowa, I'm coming there at the end of March. And then, please, God, Chicago. Buy tickets. April 19th, Zanies, Old Town. Maybe we'll have a special guest that happens to co-host this podcast with me.
He might even come do 25.
I would say 20, but
no, he's doing 25.
He's getting 20.
He'll be slotted for 20.
25.
He will do 25.
I'm gonna say 18 to 20 on the lineup.
And I'm gonna go, oh, what's that? 25 to 38?
Cute. Give me a 7-minute light then.
Incredible. Come see the young man. I mean, Jesus Christ. Why wouldn't you?
That's honestly a good point.
Wouldn't you? Don't you want to see a guy that's friends with Willem Dafoe?
He's one of my best friends. I could probably get him out on some of these shows.
Yes. Get him dressed up as the Green Lantern. Yeah. Come out. Hang.
Green Goblin.
Green Goblin.
Green Lantern was Seth Rogen. Also a good friend, but he's not. He's so busy.
Seth Rogen was Green Lantern?
Wasn't he?
No. Ryan Reynolds was Green Lantern.
Who was Seth Rogen?
He was an 40-year-old virgin.
That's what I'm thinking.
He was the fat guy that worked
Seth
in the back.
Rogen? Yeah.
What? He was in Freaks and Geeks.
Knocked
I'm sorry.
Up.
Knocked Up. Sorry, I'm a deep cut kind of guy. Tom, you know this.
Wow, Freaks and Geeks, you went deeper cut.
I'm a deep cut kind of guy. You know this about me.
He's also in Anchorman so briefly.
Anchorman. Oh, is he one of the like the news guys that comes out for the fight?
I think he's a camera guy.
Makes sense.
Wait, No, Green Lantern. He did the Green Lantern. Seth Rogen did the Green Lantern.
Well, then who the fuck? Ryan Reynolds was
is
in
Deadpool.
something green. No, but he had one real stinker.
I thought that was Green Lantern. Maybe
Yeah.
were they both in it?
I think they were both in it, but
But-
he wasn't the lantern.
There's no way Rogen was the Lantern.
And Ryan Reynolds was the sidekick? I don't think so.
Reynolds was the nerdy, hacky guy.
Let's see. Green Lantern film.
Come on.
Yeah,
Seth Rogen.
of course it's Ryan Reynolds, you big goofball.
Who's in it? Who's in it?
Let's see. How about this little fucking number here? Let me type in cast.
Blah, blah, blah.
Cast.
We got a lot of dead air here.
No, people are on the edge of their seats. So we got Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively. I mean, he's got to be somewhere. I'm not seeing him anywhere.
No, look up Seth Rogen, superhero.
I mean, would he not be in the cast of this film?
It's not that movie then. It's something else.
Ryan, wait, what's his name?
Seth Rogen. It's green. I swear to
Wait,
God.
Seth Rogen.
Green Hornet.
Green Hornet.
What is the Green Hornet?
A blockbuster flub.
It was he's a masked crime fighter. Yeah, how did they think Seth Rogen was gonna be a masked crime fighter?
I mean, he probably lost 200 pounds for this role, and they still didn't do anything.
and they were like, "You're not Jonah Hill. Sorry, the weight loss thing doesn't help."
Doesn't work. Budget 120. They made a little money off of it. It wasn't a total flop.
Good for him. All right, he's
All
doing
right.
fine then.
In March, I'm just in New York City. If you're ever in the greatest metropolis in the world, come see me trying to hold my entire life together.
Just come see what looks like a man lifting 800 pounds over his head at any given point.
April. What do we got in April? I'm going to, I'll be in Columbus, I believe.
Washington, D.C.
I'll be in Washington, D.C. We'll be in Richmond, Virginia. And then I'll be back in Chicago. Might be doing a spot at a club called Zany's. And then headlining the Comedy
18 to
Bar all weekend. 21st. I'll be in the Comedy Bar all weekend.
It's April 21st.
April 21st to the 22nd. Come see a show for once. God, we gave you a long pod. Come support the boys.
We love you guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Married my sister, now we're living together. We're roommates.